This car weighs nearly 3 tons and is still one of the quickest SUVs in the world. Welcome to my race truck. Fucking hell. We are going to start off this video by doing a cheeky little launch control. First, let's get her straightened up. Then we're going to put the car into M1. Turn DSC off. And now we are ready to launch the car in 3, 2, 1. Fucking hell. Whoever made this BMW must have been on crack, because first of all, you've got these crazy massive quad exhaust pipes, 2 on each side. You've got tail lights that literally stick out of the car, and then when you come to the interior, you've got this crazy ass roof. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this, but it looks pretty good. It is a 2.8 ton car with a 4.4 litre V8 inside the engine, pushing around 800 brake horsepower. And to top it all off, we've even got massage seats. I mean, a car that's got a 4.4 litre V8 should not have this many options to give you a massage whilst you're pelting it down. Right, this is my first time getting some POV footage. We've got the phone strapped to my flipping head. Bro, what do you mean goodbye, Samir? I'm trying to start driving. Oh. There we go. Put it into sport mode. We don't drive in normal. Straight into sport. Let's see the setup. For some reason I drive. What? It's supposed to be in sport mode. Put it all in sport plus. Sport plus. Sport. 4-wheel drive. Leave it as that. And we are good to go. Let me tell you one thing, right? If there's any car, let me rephrase that. If there's any SUV that I could drive through the country roads, it would be this. It would be my lovely BMW XM. Because the difference is with this SUV and any other SUV is that this SUV is an M. And when it's an M, that means you can take the bends like it's nothing. Saying that, you do have to remember that this is still an SUV. So around the bends you do feel the weight. It's still not the same as like an M3, M4. But for an SUV, it's very, very good. First thing we're going to do, we're going to get off these roads because there's a lot of bumps here. We'll flip it out. Oh, telephone box. We are currently outside HMP, Her Majesty's Prison. I bet people are going past me thinking, what the fuck is this knobhead doing with a phone strapped to his head? Yeah, that guy was just there trying not to laugh. We are now on private roads. Now let me show you what this car can do. On my private road, so we're going to slow down, take the bump, downshift, and the roads are a bit icy and the tyres aren't up to temperature, so every time I'm putting my foot down, because this car has a decent amount of power, it's just wheel spin on wheel spin. The sun's booming, it's a good day today. Let me talk a bit more about my channel. Let me talk about where I'm planning to go. This video is more of a me just kind of talking to you guys and letting you know what my plans are with this channel. I've got a lot of exciting new series ideas that are gonna come into fruition at some point. I just need to save up a bit more, get the right equipment. Plan to have a 360 camera at the back, gonna have some GoPro set up everywhere, gonna get a proper POV video thing. And the first idea that I've got is to make a time trial type of thing, where I'm basically gonna have a course laid out on private land, obviously. Gonna have cones set up, gonna have a finish line, we're gonna have a drone in the air, we're gonna have cameras on all the bends, and I'm not sure how many of you watch Top Gear. I'm guessing the majority of you, since you're watching this, but in Top Gear they've got a fastest car round the track leaderboard, and essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a leaderboard for my track, and basically everyone's gonna come down, bring their cars. I'm going to drive every car because otherwise it wouldn't be fair, and we're going to see which car ends up being the quickest around my track. I've already got a lot of cars lined up. I've got M4 lined up, I've got a Porsche 718 GTS lined up, I've got a Mark 8 Golf 4, I've got an S3, I've got an RS3, I've got a C43, I've got my XM, and I've got a 600 bhp M140, another 650 bhp M140, and yeah, there'll be a lot more cars after that as well. So it'll be interesting to see which car's quicker, which car's slower. It'll be quite interesting to see the leaderboard and see the times and what everyone's getting. We'll have a proper stopwatch, proper everything. So yeah, that should be pretty good once I get the right equipment to do it. Another thing I'm planning on doing, I'm gonna need your guys' help with this. When the summer comes, when the weather's a bit better, I'm planning on getting another car alongside my BMW XM. Now this car is kind of going to be a project car, and it's going to be a car ideally that I want to enjoy throughout the summer. I always do this every year. Through the summer I get a car that I just want to, you know, hammer down the B roads and take it on track and whatever it is. I usually end up getting a nice car. Last year it was the Maserati, this year it was the M4. Now the year coming, well technically that is this year, 2026, I'm thinking of getting either an E92 M3, which has been everyone that knows me knows that it's been a dream car of mine ever since I passed my driving test, or an M140. Now an E92 M3 is a nicer car. It's a car that I'd much rather have. However, an M140, first of all, is cheaper. It's cheaper to run, and I reckon a lot of people just prefer to click on a video that says M140 over an E92 M3 because everyone's got M140s, everyone's, you know, bashing about these M140s, everyone wants to see M140s. I don't know why. In my personal opinion, I much prefer cars like the E92 M3 or the F82 M4 or even the F80 M3, but you know, at this point it's whatever gets views at the end of the day. We are now on some country roads, which means it's time to have some fun in the BMW XM. We've got the sun booming, we'll put the window down a little bit. We've got the GoPro strapped to our head, making me look like a flipping knob. But let's go! Private roads, by the way. It's a bit icy, so I might have to watch out a bit. This B58 along with the hybrid motor, they just work so well together. Because the hybrid motor, it gives you that instant torque. Like as soon as you put your foot down, you're gone. And then the B58 takes over, and you can hear the turbo spooling up every single time you put your foot down. So BMW have definitely cooked with this one. Flipping hell, it is bright here. Very nice, lad. Right, had a quick little pit stop and now we're ready to go again. This is another private road. That car is one of my friends. Hello, friend. You know what, yeah, I'm doing a POV of the outside and a POV of me driving, but genuinely the main thing about this car is the interior and just casually driving it, because there's so many things this car has. It's got the heated seats, it's got the heated steering wheel, which I'll put on now, it's got ventilated seats. You know what, let me shut up about that for now, because we've got some nice beds ahead of us. Flipping, I kicked out a bit on me there. These are some horrible conditions for putting your foot down. And then when you want to chill out, put it in electric drive, flick on M2, and we're chilling, no noise, just the sweet harmony of fuck all, of pigs, or cows, or whatever the hell that is. Aren't cheesy? Are they goats? One of the perks of living up north is that you get stuck behind flipping tractors, bro. You're just driving along and next thing you know a tractor comes along. Under the sea, everyone's looking at me, 'cause I look like a dick. Right, so let me explain how this hybrid B58 system works, yeah? So when I've got it in normal mode, as I do now, in M2, it is usually, if you've got charge, it'll be in electric most of the time, which means it is nice and quiet, and yeah, it's just a smooth drive. And the good thing about these hybrids are that when I'm not putting my foot down, when I just let go of the gas, it'll charge the battery by itself. So I get 50 miles in electric, but whilst I'm driving it ends up charging itself, so I end up getting around maybe what, 60-70 miles, which isn't bad. It's basically driving for free at that point. But when you put it into M1, the petrol B58 comes alive, and that's when you can say goodbye to saving money on fuel, because this shit guzzles. And it would do, it's got a shit ton of brake horsepower and it's a 3-ton car. It needs to use all that power when you're putting your foot down, and well, yeah, that just means that you're losing a lot of money on petrol. But that's if you choose to lose money on petrol. You've got the choice. In a lot of cars, they're either very good on petrol or they're very bad, but this car can be both. You can fucking put it in M2, pay no money on petrol, or you can have some fun with it and pay petrol. And I think you lot will know which choice I prefer. Another cool feature is this. I have a live camera telling me where to go, so if I put a destination on, you'll see once this big ass fucking tractor moves out of the way that I need to turn right, which means it'll come up on the live feed here, and it'll be a bit like Need for Speed. I've got the arrows on the live map, so let's turn right here and look at that. But I need to overtake this camera. Welcome to my racetrack. This one here is called Donington. Silverstone is about 10-15 minutes away, but this one's Donington. This is where the proper drivers go. nice tight bends into the Snake Road. Oh, we've got one of my friends in front of us. I'll let him use my private road for a bit. Dun, 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 dun. My car's getting dirty. Right, let me put my flipping house now because I am going home. There's barely any snow. Everyone was there hyping, oh, it's gonna snow a shit ton, everyone stay indoors, it's gonna be extreme weather. But what the fuck is this? Something out the window. Come on, woman. Chop chop. There's no fucking cars. What the fuck? You know what that sign means? Oh, there's obstacles on the course. To end the video there. I appreciate everybody that's watched this far, and there's going to be a lot more exciting content coming soon, and it's going to be really good. This is probably 50% of what my content is going to be in terms of how good it's going to be, but I promise you it's going to get a lot better, and yeah, you're not going to want to miss this. But yeah, appreciate everyone that's watched this far. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.